So, as I was saying about um, the vagina, um, you should take care of your vaginal area. It's very important that you do that as a woman because you know you don't want nothing to be smelling off or something. Something's wrong or whatnot. So it's very important, and I just want to say a lot of women or girls, women and girls, they I've heard some say that, well, all I use is water, or I just wash the top part. Well, for me, I can't just wash my vagina with water. I mean, like some of them just say, well, I just wash the top part. Baby, let me tell you something. You can't just wash the top part with just water and that's it. You got a crease, meaning where it starts to split, that's where you need to wash in that area because you have the clitoris and you have the urethra sitting in the same spot. And there is no reason for, you know, somebody to say, well, I just wash with water. Well, that may be your preference. That's fine and dandy. But for me, you know, I have to spread my lips because you have a clitoris and you have the urethra. Then, if you open up, not the hole, the vagina hole. I'm talking about the vagina, the labia and the folds and stuff on the inside. You have all of that stuff, gunk and stuff sitting up through there, secretions, you know, all types of stuff, odor. That needs to be washed. It does. And I just feel like, you know, odor sits up in there. That's just like, you want to compare your vagina to a car. You want to compare your vagina to a wash machine. For example, you see, females have their own method of clean. And my method of clean is me spreading my lips, taking a wash rag, lathering that rag up with my Dove soap or the off-brand Dove soap, knockoff soap. Spread my lips. If I have to cock one leg up or sit down on the side of the tub, spread my lips and wash around my clitoris. Then wash around on the inside, around, not the hole, around, because that's where everything sits at, the odor and stuff. You don't just wash your vagina with water and expect it to be clean. Now, would you want to wash your dishes with just water? I'm just saying. Knowing that you have to use dishwashing liquid to wash your dishes. Now, when I wash my dishes, I use dishwashing liquid and I pour a little Clorox in my dishwater to make sure my dishes is clean, and I use hot scalding water. That's just how I clean. Most people don't clean like that. when I wash clothes, I use washing powder. I don't just use water. And I just think that it's not clean. Like, why would you want to wash your car without soap? Knowing that, your car is like really dirty and you're just going to use water and that's going to clean it. No, baby, you're going to need some soap because water just don't get it. It's just not going to get it. And I can't clean like that because I know if you take a mirror in the shower and spread your legs, spread your lips, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Because you got all of that sitting up under there, the secretions and all of that in the odor. And you may have to wash it. I wash mine about 3 times to make sure that there is no odor at all, period. And the best thing to have is a shower head. It's something that I want to invest in, because I know the shower head works wonders, to make sure all that, soap and water and stuff gets, you make sure you rinse off really well. And I just really think it's really important for females to like think, you know, like, well, I can't put soap down there. Well, baby, that's what you got, Dove soap. They got Dove soap in the sensitive kind, and if you don't, they got this in the sensitive kind. It's in a light green label. And I just really think it's important for you to wash with some type of soap. No, well, not just some type of soap, but some soap that is catered to your vagina. Now, I do not believe in using Summer's Eve, Vagisil, feminine spray, feminine powder. I don't use none of that stuff. Now, I used to use that stuff, but it irritated me down there. It irritated my vagina, and I didn't like that. So I stopped buying the spray, the powder, the wash. I stopped buying all of that stuff. And at one point, I was using baby wash because baby wash is good to use too on the vagina area. There's nothing wrong with using baby wash. But I cannot use none of that stuff. I don't even douche. Because it's really not good to douche either because all of that stuff, it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't go well with my pH. It'll knock something off. So I can't use that stuff. It's not good. But I will say, whatever works for you. But those are the things that I do not use. You know, I know some people are like, well, if you don't douche, then what do you use? Well, for one thing, it's a really good thing, like, is to drink apple cider vinegar, um, or it's just really best to drink a gallon of water every day. And I feel as if though if you drink a lot of water every day and eat yogurt um every day, the yogurt with the probiotics, it's in the green cup. It has probiotics in it, and it's really healthy bacteria, you know. And I just feel like that's all you really need. I mean, if you like apple cider vinegar, you can drink that, or if you um If you like water, drink a gallon of water, that will flush everything out your system. It'll flush everything out, you know. And that's the thing. You want to keep your vagina clean. You won't have to use no Vagisil, and you won't have to use no feminine spray and feminine powder and douche and stuff, because all of that stuff is really bad for you. But it may work for the woman, depending on her pH balance. It may not bother her. Whatever she can use, I may not be able to use. So, it's the difference there. But if I really don't really, advise using that stuff. But everybody has, their preference of what they like to use on their body or their lady parts. But anyway, um, I also love to use baby wipes. I love baby wipes, and they keep your lady parts clean and fresh. You want to freshen up in the bathroom, you may get a little sweaty or whatnot, or a little odor, because we're gonna always have a odor, but long as it's not smelling fishy, then you're okay. But if it's something fishy and you start discharging yellow or green, um, chunky stuff, then you will need to go to the gynecologist. You may have a bacterial infection, you may have a yeast infection, you may have a STD, you may have a combination of three. And it all depends on what you got going on down there. But it is very important for you to have these in your bathroom, in your purse, in your car. Um, you know, you may have an extra bag in the car, besides your pocketbook. Um, but I like to use baby wipes because they help me feel clean. I feel clean when I use these, because toilet paper, don't get it. I have to use something else besides toilet paper. And this is baby wipes. It's a lifesaver, so I use these. And as for baby powder, I do use baby powder, and I use the Equid. I know y'all probably like, well, dang, she use Equid everything. Yeah, I do, because it's pretty much the same thing. What people don't fail to realize is, when you go to Walmart and you're comparing, well, should I get this because it's Listerine? You're actually just paying for the name. You're really not paying for the actual Listerine, because all they're doing is making the same product liquid and slapping a label on it. Just say, oh, this is Walmart's and this is Listerine. Same thing. They got the same ingredients. So that's why I said I don't feel the need, like certain products. Like, I'm not gonna spend $6 for one thing of mouthwash when I can buy a knockoff brand and get two for the same price. So anywho, I use Equid's baby powder, and it is the pure cornstarch. I don't use the Johnson's baby stuff. Um, I stopped using it like years ago, and I have my daughter to use the same powder too. Like, so it's really good. I like it. It's aloe vera, and vitamin E. Dermatologist and pediatrician Tested, mild and gentle, keeps skin soft, smooth, and dry. This product does not contain talc. So when you're looking for powder, it needs to say, you know, does not have talc. It does not need to contain, it doesn't need to have talcum in it, because I've the horror stories like lawsuits and stuff. But this is the only baby powder that I'll use. Um, I put it in between my legs, like in the inner thigh area, in my underwear. I may, of course, put some in my shirt, in my bra, in my boob area. And especially since it's finna get hot, I put some on, on my sides, my little fat rolls, because I am a big girl. I wasn't always this big, but, you know, I use this. This is really good to cool you off. It keeps you dry. So I love this baby powder. And what I like to use for a deodorant, I use the Ultra Max Advanced Sweat Control Active Sport Antiperspirant Deodorant. Um, it says it lasts for 48 hours, but I take a shower every day, so um, I don't just not just leave this on for 48 hours. I just bypass it because I shower every day. So, but I have to use this deodorant because I've tried I've tried anything from Suave to Secret to Mitchum. Um, I've tried clinical deodorants. I've tried natural deodorants, and I've tried all types of deodorants. I've tried Sure. I've tried a lot of deodorants, and I have a overactive sweat glands. It's called hyperdermis. So what that means is, because I got diagnosed with this when I was a teenager, and I always used to wonder, like, why do I sweat more than my peers? Or why do I sweat? Why am I always sweating like I'm a boy or something? And it would just really gross me out because I'm like, okay, I wash under my arms, I put deodorant on, and it's not helping. And it wasn't just the odor, it was more of me sweating. And I'm like, I'm not even really doing anything and I'm sweating. And at that time, like, it was embarrassing. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that, I've had to, I've never had a problem. I'm not going to say that because, it takes a while to see what works for you. You know, I can't use Secret. If I use Secret, then I'm going to get boils. That's one thing. Like the last deodorant I stopped using was Secret because I got a lot of boils using that deodorant. And then me noticing that the deodorant wasn't holding me. So at one point a long time ago, my mom, she was buying me Arm& Hammer, the baby powder kind, the powder kind, which really smelled really good. And then I was, looking for it for the past few years and I couldn't find any. So like all of a sudden now, um, I was able to find Arm& Hammer. And this works, really great. I like it. It holds my arms. It doesn't it holds my arms, but I think like if my sweat glands get overactive, ew, if my sweat glands get overactive, um, then my body temperature rises, so and I start sweating, which is I guess normal. But and then especially during the summer months, the spring and summer months, you're gonna need something to hold your arms. And then my thing is to like when you wash your underarms, when I wash mine, um, I like to scrub really, really hard. Scrub under my underarms real hard, real good. And I like to keep my underarms shaved, because I think it's gross when you like get deodorant and stuff and it gets stuck in your hair. I just think that's real gross. So I keep my underarms shaved. And like I said, this is the only thing that I can use for deodorant. Now, a go to um, that I'm shocked that will hold my arms is Lady Speed Stick. And I don't have one to show, but the powder kind. Now I can wear the Lady Speed Stick baby powder kind. Now that's the only, besides this deodorant, I can use that kind, which is, I like it. It's cool. I get to switch up. And I don't be musty or nothing, but I do sweat, but it's an odorless sweat when I sweat. And like I said, what you put in your body, that's what comes out. So, and what I use for like when I'm on my menstrual cycle, um, I use these Maxi overnight, Maxi extra heavy overnight with women. So this is what I use because I hate it. I feel like I'm cursed, but my periods are really heavy, so I have to use um an extra thick long pad because my menstrual cycles are very heavy. So I have to use those pads, and um it helps. It absorbs like it's supposed to do, and of course, you change your pad, but like for me, every time I go to the bathroom, which is often because, for one, I'm a diabetic, and diabetics usually go to the bathroom pretty often, like pretty often. And on top of me drinking a lot of water, so I'm flushing my system out as well. So, uh, just I done got sidetracked. But yeah, I'm my period is very heavy and it sucks. I hate it, you know. But I don't last like 7 days like most females do. They may last like 7 days. Um, but unfortunately mine's last for 3 to 4 days. Now the first 2 3 days is like hell. And I'm like I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I'm grouchy. Now I try not to be like that because it's just plain ugly. But I hate it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say was that like every time I use the bathroom, when I use the bathroom when I'm on my cycle, which I use the bathroom pretty often. So when I use it, I go and I change my pad. Like, it may be every 20 to 30 minutes. That's how like heavy. It's not even like I can't even keep it on for an hour. And then that's too long to have a pad on for you to be sitting on that. So what I do is to keep from having spills and leakages and stains and stuff, I like change my pad every 20 to 30 minutes. And that's how often I go to the bathroom. And so yeah, I use that. I don't use tampons. I used to use tampons. But I'm just like I just can't be sticking nothing up in me, and I just feel like it's unnatural, and I feel like it's natural for it to flow out because you want it to go out. You don't want it to like get clogged up and stuff. So I mean, it was okay using tampons, but other than that, I don't use them anymore. I just use pads, and those are the kind of pads I use, the overnight protection. So like if you're heavy, period, um, these are the ones that I use, period. Daytime, nighttime, throughout the day, all day, because my cycles are very heavy. So thanks to my mother, she cursed me with that. So yeah. But these are cotton enhanced, and I like these. It's skin fresh breathable layer and up to 10 hours leakage protection. But who's gonna keep a pad on for 10 hours? Like, come on now. But anyway, the type of um the type of like light oil that I use on my face to keep my face from being dry. I use vitamin E oil, and I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was $4. So I use this after I get through toning my face. This is another item I use. Um, like lotions, I use this one. I don't know why I bought this. Um, it smells good, but it's just too thin. And like I have really dry skin, and I like things to be, you know, thick. So this is not like the Palmer's cocoa butter is, which is what I originally buy. But I just picked this up because Palmer's is expensive. So I picked this up, and I haven't bought any Palmer's in a while because I've been using this, and I want to use this up first before I buy any more. But I paired this and this. This is the body oil gel, and then I pair it with Vaseline as well. So cocoa butter, Vaseline, the body oil gel, cocoa butter, and this lotion. So I love cocoa butter. So I combine all three of these products, and I massage and rub it in all over my body, from my feet to my legs, my arms, and I don't put it on my face. I used to, but I don't do that anymore because my face gets sweaty, and no, that's not cute at all. Um, What else I use um, for my feet? I found this at Gabe's. Um, so I found this at Gabe's. It's a foot file. It's by Revlon, and it came with a nail file and a fingernail clipper. So this was cute. This was like, I think it was like $2.99. And when I say this gets all the dead skin off the bottom of your feet, keeps your feet smooth and nice. It's a good um, go to in between pedicures, because you may not always have the money to go get your feet done. You know, and especially if it's just to scrape some dead skin off, because like I'm kind of very picky about like certain stuff, even though I may see it come out the package, but a lot of times, you just like, I'll just saw my own feet, and you know, but that's just me. So this is something that I just think is really cute. And what else? I like to use now. I don't always like to use. I like body sprays and body mist, but I like body oils better. I don't know what happened to my other one. That scent was the baby powder kind, and this one is called Lick Me All Over. So this one smells really good, and I just rub it on my chest area. I may rub both oils on my chest. Um, Depends, but as you can see, I got to get me some more. Um, Lick Me All Over and the baby powder kind, and then there was another scent is by White Diamond. So that smelled really good, but I really like body oils better because they last longer than like regular perfume. I do buy um perfumes. I do buy, but um it seems to wear off or whatnot. But it does last, but after a while throughout the day, it may wear off. But this one smells good too. I got this one at Gates. Uh, Sweetheart. Wow, it's not an expensive perfume. It's just some knockoff perfume, but it smells good. It smells good. I get compliments, you know, all the time. Oh, you smell like cocoa butter, or you smell good. They may smell this. This is what they smell when I walk by. So I like to smell good. Keep myself up and try to, you know, but it's very important to keep your hygiene up. You're a woman. You have to take care of yourself. Make sure you're fresh and clean. Make sure you put on clean, undergarments. And don't sleep with any underwear at night, because I don't sleep with any. You know, I free ball, and I'm not ashamed to say that, because you know you have to let yourself breathe down there. You got to give it air. So what I wash my hair with, I'm natural, so I love this. I have fallen in love with these two. Whoa, about to knock some stuff over. But I've fallen in love with whole blends, and I've been wanting to try this for a while. So I finally like picked it up in the store because I ran out of shampoo and conditioner. Um, and I picked this one up, repairing shampoo Honey Treasures repairs in men's dry and damaged hair. This smells so good. Like, so good. I love this scent. So this is what I'm using on me and my baby's hair. And yeah, it smells good. So I love this. It's my favorite. But I think that is all that I have, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It may have been a little lengthy, but I hope that you enjoyed the video, and maybe you can use some of these tips and tricks. And well, I didn't give any tricks or anything, but I was just basically, in other words, saying, wash your behind, wash your booty. And when you wash your booty, you make sure you want to get up in the crack, and then there's a bridge between your booty, your butt, and your vagina. There's a bridge, and you need to, and you can feel it when you're washing back there. There's a bridge, like literally a bridge. So when you're washing your booty, make sure you wash that bridge, because it's a split between your butt and your lady parts. So make sure you get up in there real good, wash the butt, lather up real good, wash behind your ears, wash, on the inside of your ears, make sure you clean your ears out, make sure, you wash your neck. I like to use green alcohol because um, it's it's an anti-cleansing agent, and it's, good for other stuff besides, band-aids, and using it for like cuts and wounds. So I use that. Another trick, for whiter teeth, you know, um, use some peroxide and baking soda, mix it up into a paste. You can put lemon juice in it if you want to. That's a great stain whitener. And brush like you're brushing your teeth. The baking soda tastes awful. Um, it doesn't taste too good, but I will say that it does whiten your teeth after. Um, I suggest you use it twice a week, because anything every day. Excuse me, using it every day, it damages your enamel. So you want to be mindful of that. But all right, guys. This is Ladybug K, and I hope I can talk to you soon. Bye bye.